In this video, I'm going to show you how to install the Morimoto XBG. This is the coolest product that I've ever seen in the Headlight Revolution studio, and if you have a 2017 to 2019 Super Duty, this video is for you. The XBG is a complete grille replacement. These aren't bars you put into your OEM grille. This is a complete overhaul of the front end of your 17 to 19 Super Duty. It doesn't matter what headlight you have on your vehicle, the Morimoto XB or the Morimoto XB Hybrid, the DRL bars on this grille are going to match perfectly. If you want to run your OEM LED headlights on your Super Duty, that's just fine too. The grille will work for you as well. This is high visibility. It's an OEM Plus style, it's easy to install, and it completely transforms the front end of your custom Super Duty. The daytime running light bars are extremely bright, thanks to automotive grade optics and Osram LEDs. The XBG comes in either a chrome trim that is completely ready out of the box. There's also a grille option that allows you to paint it whatever color you would like. Now, Morimoto has a step-by-step install guide to show you how to remove the trim pieces to get it painted or wrapped. If you didn't know already, Morimoto has an amber option for the new Super Duty XB LED headlights, so why wouldn't they create an amber XBG? You can get this grille replacement with either white DRLs or amber, ensuring a perfect match to all Morimoto or even OE LED headlights. The XBG is a dual intensity DRL, which means when you're driving around during the day, they're going to be extremely bright at full brightness. When you turn your headlights on, they're going to dim down about 50%. And it's the exact same whether you have the white DRL or the amber DRL. To top it all off, the XBG has all been designed, tested, and engineered in the USA. So enough talking. Now that you've decided that the grille is right for your Super Duty, let's get to the install. Here's the tools you're going to be needing. You're going to need a wrench, a 10mm socket, an extension, a needle nose pliers, a long flathead screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver, and a pry tool of your choice. Now that you're ready to go, first thing we gotta do is pop the hood. All right, so your hood's open. Go ahead and grab a pry tool because we have 14 push tabs on the top here that we're going to remove. So working from one side all the way over, let's go ahead and remove those. This one right here is a little bit different. Just keep that in mind when you're putting it back. With all 14 push tabs removed, go ahead and grab this plastic piece and set it aside. Now go ahead and grab a 10mm socket and a ratchet. We're gonna go ahead and remove 8 bolts on the top of this grille. Starting from one side, work your way over. Now the grille is already ready to come off. All you gotta do is use a plastic pry tool, pry on each side of the grille, and then you're gonna pull the top down. Now this one's been off a few times, so I'm gonna let you guys know it's probably just going to fall off. If yours doesn't come off, it's the first time that it's coming off, get yourself a long screwdriver. There's 4 metal tabs on the bottom of the grille, and what you're gonna do is just reach down there, push the tab, release it from the clips, and then remove the grille. And there we are. If I flip this grille over, I wanted to show you guys, this is the clip that I'm talking about. Just use a long screwdriver, push this tab down and pull it free from the truck. That's gonna make it super easy to just pull it towards you. Now some of these metal clips might stay in the truck like this right here. And that's okay, we're gonna go ahead and remove those. Morimoto has new clips on their grille, so we don't have to reuse those, thankfully, because they're just falling out. If the clip does stay on here, all you need to do is push a little screwdriver in this little hole here, and pull it towards you. Once all of those clips are removed and the black plastic piece is set to the side, if you have washer fluid and camera connected, go ahead and disconnect it. On this truck, we didn't have that. Now to install the XBG, we do have to remove one headlight, just the passenger headlight. You don't have to remove the driver's side headlight. It's really simple. There's 4 10mm bolts on it. Let's get to that now, starting with the 2 on the inside. Grab an extension and it'll make it easier. Besides the bolt on the top, the bolt we need to remove is on the side here, so follow me down to the corner. If for whatever reason your 17 to 19 Super Duty was built on a Friday, the bumper is actually in the way of this bolt. We do have another video if you want to check that out to figure out how to lower this bumper so you can get to this bolt. I know it's super annoying, but other vehicles like this one, it is shown. So let's go ahead and remove that. Now work your way back to the top, let's remove the last one. Last bolt, go ahead and remove it from the top. Set the bolts aside so you don't lose them, and now your headlight is free. We're gonna go ahead and just pull it towards you and then unplug it to remove it. And set this off to the side. Now to remove that headlight, if you have the OEM LED or the OEM halogen headlights, it's essentially the same as that Morimoto XB we just removed, apart from some of the plugs on the back side. So from here, what we're gonna go ahead and do is install this wire. It comes in the kit when you buy the XBG. This right here is a DRL harness, and this end right here is going to get mounted into the fuse box area. I'm gonna show you that in just a second. The other end of that harness is going to get ran down here by the battery and into the passenger headlight area. Then we're gonna go ahead and connect it to a new harness from Morimoto. That harness also gets connected into the grille. It's a really simple process. Let's go ahead and work our way to the fuse box, remove a fuse, and then plug this in. If you already have the Morimoto XB LED headlights installed on your vehicle, you could skip this part because you don't have to rerun the DRL harness. You've already done that to make the DRLs on your XB headlight work. So follow me over to the fuse box. Go ahead and remove the cover. If you flip the cover around, you'll be able to see, look for fuse number 35. This is the fuse we're going to remove from your vehicle and replace with a fuse tab. This one already has a fuse tab because we had the Morimoto XBs and it's sitting right here. Let me just pull it out. If you didn't have the Morimoto XBs, go ahead and remove that fuse tab that's in the location 35. Then replace it with your fuse tab. Close the cover back over the wire. Now run the other end to the passenger headlight. Now in your kit, you're gonna notice you have two harnesses here. You're only going to use one. If you have an OEM LED truck, you're gonna be using the one with the multi-pin connector like this. So let's grab the OEM halogen wiring and connect it to the original connectors on the passenger side. Let's connect the big connector first. Let's also plug in this one. This is our DRL connection, that wire we just ran down to the passenger side. You'll notice there's another DRL section right here, and this is to connect to the Morimoto XB headlight if you had those installed. So go ahead and remove this dummy plug because we're going to install this on the XB headlight. Now this end right here with the two plugs is going to connect to your grille. The rest of these connections are going to connect to your headlight. I'm going to set these two right up here for now, just out of the way. And now I'm going to go ahead and reinstall the headlight that I had originally taken out. We got 4 plugs on the back side of the headlight we're going to connect. Let's go ahead and connect this one, which is the DRL. That's a real easy one. Now let's connect this one right here. Make sure you hear it click. Now you have 2 plugs left. We're not going to be using the plug that's gray. This is no longer in use, just this one in black, if you have the XBs. Now you do have clips and screws that go right here, so be careful with this wiring. Just keep it out of the way when you push this headlight back in. I'm going to go ahead and put 1 bolt right on the top of this headlight to make sure it doesn't fall out. Then I'm going to grab my XBG Grille. I'm going to plug it in to make sure that everything works properly before I button up this headlight. All right, the moment of truth. Go ahead and grab your key. This is gonna make it so much easier to test it. Hit unlock, and if they turn on, that means you did something right. Now, before I go ahead and button this up by putting this back into the grille area and tightening all the bolts on the XB headlight, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer over the Ford logo from your original grille to this one here. So meet me at the table. Now go ahead and grab your old grille one last time. We're gonna go ahead and remove this Ford logo and transfer it over to the new Morimoto grille. Set it carefully on its face. There's 3 10mm nuts, and we're only gonna be using hand tools because we're dealing with plastic. Last thing we wanna do is strip anything out and ruin it. Starting with the first one, go ahead and remove this. You have 2 more over here. Go ahead and remove those. Last one. Since this is the last one and I'm not on the table, I'm gonna go ahead and put my hand underneath here, just so it doesn't fall out. And there we go. You can now throw away your old grill, go grab the Morimoto XBG, and come back here. All right, so grab your grill and set it down. Put your Ford emblem on it, just like this. Put those 3 nuts back down, don't over tighten them, and then bring it over the vehicle. Refer to the Morimoto install guide if your truck has the camera and washer. Go ahead and put all of the bolts back into the headlight, and then grab your grill, and we're gonna connect it and install it. Now go ahead and grab your grill and connect those last 2 remaining wires. It doesn't matter which one goes to which, they're both the same. Now go ahead and push the grill back on. And just like that, you have installed the coolest automotive lighting product that I have seen for a 17 to 19 Super Duty. But it doesn't stop there. If you don't have the Morimoto XB LED headlights, be sure to check those out. You can get them at headlightrevolution.com. As long as you type in your year, make, and model, you'll see them there. We also have Morimoto 4-bangers for the 17 to 19 Super Duty. And if that's not enough, Morimoto came out with the brand new XB taillights. You have to check those out. This Super Duty is now front to back LED. It's so much better than it was when it came in here, and your vehicle can do the same.